Are you tired of leftovers? Well, don't you worry. I've got a leftover makeover recipe that'll please even your picky eaters, so stick around. Smoky Kālua pig and ooey gooey cheese wrapped in a crunchy tortilla shell and toasted to perfection. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite island and Hawaiian style recipes. I don't know about you, but do you have leftovers all the time? Me, we do sometimes, and I hate to be a waster of food, but that definitely happens in our house, and I'm trying to get better at that. So one way I've thought to make that better is to make over my leftovers. So today we'll be making Kālua pig pulled pork quesadillas. First, we're gonna start with our ingredients. You'll need some tortilla shells. Now, I like flour. You can use corn if you want, but it's not as pliable. Let me know, are you team flour tortilla or team corn tortilla? Leave a comment in the comment box below. After that, you're gonna need some Kālua pig. Kālua pig is a traditional Hawaiian food, and I like to make my own, but I don't have an imu or an underground oven in my yard, so I like to make mine in the Instant Pot. And if you need a recipe, you can check out this one here. You'll also need some shredded cheese. Use whatever kind you like. This is Mexican blend. I also like Colby Jack, that one's yummy too. It's some sour cream. If you don't like sour cream, totally leave it out. That's the nice thing about these is that you can make them and customize it to everyone's likings. And the best part about this is the lomi salmon. Lomi salmon is another traditional Hawaiian recipe. I also make my own, and you can check out the recipe here, or if not, you can get it at the store. If you can't get lomi salmon, you totally can use diced tomatoes in its place as well. And then, of course, some avocado. So let's get started. First, you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 250 degrees. Now, we're not gonna cook the tortillas in there, but when you're done, you can stick it in there to keep it warm. You're gonna get a pan set over medium heat, and you're gonna take your tortilla shell and you're gonna put it in. Now, if this pan is non-stick, so you don't really need to put oil, but if you've got a skillet or anything else like that, you'll wanna put some on there so it doesn't stick. You don't have to wait until it fully cooks. You can start to load it up as we go. So what I like to do is cheese first, because that kind of acts as like a glue to stick it all together. Put a little, put a lot, totally up to you how much you want. So I kind of just spread it out like that. Then after the cheese, Kālua pig. And you'll want to spread it so it's not like one big glob, because you want a little bit of everything in each bite. And then you can add a lot of it, a little bit, like I said, totally up to you. And then we'll get more of this. This is lomi salmon, salted salmon, tomatoes, green onions, white onions. If you got picky eaters who won't eat it, don't worry about it. Get some avocado. Now, the trick to the avocado, you'll want it, this one's a little bit soft, probably a little bit past, but if you take off this part here and you look inside, if it's green, that means it's ready. Don't mind if you can hear my kids in the background. They're here. I try to keep them out sometimes to keep it a little more quiet. So the trick to this is you're gonna cut the avocado this way. Now, couple of ways to do this. You can twist, and the side that doesn't have the seed, you can use that side first. But the way to get the avocado out, you'll want to use the corner here, and you'll put the avocado down. A lot of people put it in their hands, but I've seen a video about it. Check out Philip Lemoyne. He's got some awesome videos, but he talks about avocado hand. A lot of people get hurt from hitting the avocado. So if you just hit it with this and twist, you can do that. Or what you can do is just put your fingers this way and push, and the seed comes out. Ta-da! So we'll go ahead and use this one here. A few ways to go about doing it. I was gonna slice it like that, but I think the better way is to just kind of use a spoon. And as you can see, the cheese is starting to melt in there, and you'll flip it over. All you have to do is make slices like this, and then put a couple of pieces in. And then as you can see, the cheese is starting to melt on that side, so perfect. And we'll add a little more cheese over the top to kind of glue that top piece over as well. And it's sticking. It's okay if some of the cheese falls out. We can clean up the pan, don't worry. You can just do a dollop of sour cream. Little, a lot, totally up to you. There might be a nicer way to do it, but yeah, just put it in. Then you'll take your other tortilla shell like this, and you'll go ahead and put it over. Now this one's a little full, so you can kind of just smush it down. Unless you like it sticking up like that, then that's fine. So here's the tricky part though. We wanna try and flip it without everything falling over. So you wanna get a large spatula. I'm not so great at this, so don't be shocked if I spill it over. But you'll wanna kinda flip it. You can kinda use your hand to guide it. Now, see how this side is not very browned up yet? So we'll turn up the heat a little bit and we'll let it go a little bit longer, and I'll flip it back over after to kind of get it browned. So now that I've flipped it over and that side's nicely brown, we'll put it back over again because it wasn't browned enough the first time. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's how it should look. Much better. So we'll let this side go a little bit more till it browns up like that. And then you've got yourself a delicious Kālua pig pulled pork quesadilla. And now that that side has browned up, we'll take it out, cut it up, and give it a try. So up to you, you can cut them in half, you can cut them in fourths. I usually like to cut them in fourths because I end up giving my kids a piece just like that. One more down this way. And when you fill it a lot, it starts to bulge out at the sides, but that's okay. And today I got 2 special taste testers with me today. My son, what's your name?
Kaiten.
And my daughter, what's your name?
Kālua.
And they're gonna try and let you know what they think. Go ahead, give it a bite. How is it? How is it? Good. What's your favorite part about it? The cheese? Okay. What's your favorite part?
The Kālua pig.
Awesome. And if you like this recipe and you want to try more leftover makeover dishes, then check out this recipe here for my yummy Kālua pig nachos. And until next time, hui ho!
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.